morning. Welcome to another Jules Unedited. Today I wanted to play with this beautiful Charlotte Tilbury palette. Actually, this is the one I want to use today. It's the Sensual Sunset. So I just got this yesterday. I also got 4 other palettes, which I'll be showing you in different videos, but today I wanted to focus on this one. So I'm going to take you through my whole routine here today. So I'm going to start out with the MAC Strobe Cream, and this is in the shade Peach Light. Don't know if that's focused. There we go. Okay. So I used this once already, and I really like it. It's just so perfect before makeup, and it does have that slight kind of peachy luminosity, and I just bring it up to my eyes and just spread that on my face. The only other thing I have underneath is my hyaluronic acid serum, and that's it. I washed my face with the Prequel cleanser. If you hear banging, my neighbors are going crazy above. Don't know what they're doing. I'm trying not to let it get me annoyed, but it's like I start to film and then I start to hear all kinds of noises. Anyway, I'm going to be using this Sisley Phytotaunt Perfection, and this is in the shade 2-1 Sand, and I'm going to mix that in with the 0N Dawn. So I feel like that's like the perfect mix, and I'm just putting it on the back of my hand, rubbing that together. And this is pretty full coverage, so I'm not too concerned if I have too much. Just want to put enough. Just going to spread this evenly before I blend this in with my brush. Just going to take a little bit right here, Take my paper towel, and I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 brush, which is perfect for this. But see, like, I feel like the primer really made a difference. I don't know, it feels like it sticks better to my face. And that's important because I have the melasma on my cheeks, so it really just stays put and helps cover those areas. So I'm really loving the MAC Strobe Light. I also have the Studio Radiance Moisturizing Primer by MAC, which I want to give a try. But that'll be for another day. I'm just using this one for now, and I'm loving it. I also love this foundation. Been using this for a while now, and I love it. It has a scent though, so it's kind of, I don't know. It's not like super strong, but I wish it didn't have a scent, to be honest about that. But it doesn't stop me from using it, honestly, so whatever. Okay, so I just got this too. It's the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, and this is in the shade SX07. And it looks like this. So I'm just going to use this as my concealer. I know you can kind of use this everywhere, but I'm just going to put a little bit right here. Wow, this is going to be full coverage, and it's very creamy. But I've heard such good things about this, so I just had to give it a try. I feel like with this product, I'll need something dense. So let me find a dense brush here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use my Angie Hot and Flashy A506, and I'm just going to pat this in. Yeah, so this is definitely like thicker and creamy, but I love it so far. Let me look closer. Yeah, and I feel like the shade is a good match for me. I used my Bobbi Brown color corrector in the shade Bisque for my inner corners. which I usually do. I'll either use the stick or just like the little pot of color corrector. And I've been using that for years. That just seems to work the best for me. But I try other ones too. I'm going to just blend this with my foundation brush. Okay, so yeah, that's really pretty. I like that. Let me get my mirror here. Yeah, that's like really nice coverage. I'm really loving that. Okay. So let me prime my eyes with the Rare Beauty eye primer. This is fantastic. It's nice and lightweight. I know I say that, I'm like a broken record, but it's true. And I'm just going to use this BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N14 and just blend that in. I already did my brows off camera because that's boring to watch. I use my NYX Lift and Snatch in Ash Brown and my Benefit Clear Brow Setter. I also used a little bit of this palette, which is the MAC contour palette, and I used the shade Taupe, which is this center one, just to fill in my brows a little bit more. All right, I'm going to set my eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is just the original. Just gonna set that before anything creases. This is an OG and I love it. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to complain. I had a very busy week, and busy is good, not complaining about that. But I just wish I could film a little bit more during the weeks, but I just don't have a lot of time. So I do it during the weekend. And, I feel like being lazy sometimes on the weekend. But that doesn't always happen because I like to get up early and film. It's not that early right now. It's like 9 o'clock. So I think I'm going to go and sit by the pool today because it's really nice out. Either that or go to the beach. So I'm going to use this MAC contour palette, and I'm going to use these two shades to create a contour. Actually, I think, yeah, did I say these two right here? Technically I could just use all of them, but I'm using my MAC 109S brush, and I'm just going to go in straight away on my face here. This is my first time using this palette. I'm not going to go in with any creams right now because that Sisley foundation is kind of more on the matte side. I feel like I can just get away with just going in with powder, and it'll work, So I really like this brush too. And I like these colors. Like these contour shades. Yeah, this is really nice. And I'm gonna do my nose a little bit just to balance out my face. So yeah, I really like this. This is nice. Just trying to keep it very close to this cheekbone, sculpting it out, bringing it up into my hairline. Okay, I think that's good. I want to use my MAC Glow Play in True Harmony. just gonna take my foundation brush and use this. Honestly, I feel like that works just fine. No need to dirty up a bunch of brushes. Makes my life easier so I don't have to clean a bunch of brushes. Okay. I am trying to be a little bit more high energy, but I just like don't really have a lot of energy. But I just love making videos. It like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'll feel so invigorated. And like, while I'm doing it, I start to gain more energy because it's something that I love. And when I get deprived of it, it makes me grouchy. So during the week when I can't really film or do much of anything creative, I get a little grouchy. I'm going to use my MAC Humor Me. But don't get me wrong, like I am so grateful to have my job. I'm an analyst, so I do a lot of computer work, a lot of like analytical thinking. So this is my creative outlet, and that's why I really love it. I need to have that balance. So I feel like filming and doing makeup and just this whole community is something that brings me to life. And so it's really important that I prioritize it. These two together, the True Harmony and Humor Me, chef's kiss. Really, really good combo. All right. So I'm doing kind of a light base. I can go back in later if I feel like something's missing, but let's dive into the palette. So this is the Beautifying Eye Trends Sensual Sunset. Here's a closer look. So this is more of like a warmer tone palette, it looks like, which I'm totally cool with because I definitely got the other palette too, which is the super neutral one. I also got the green, purple, and there was one other one. Oh, the blue. So those I had to order because they were not available for like same day delivery. So I'm going to start out with this lightest shade, or actually, is that the lightest? Yeah, the lightest shade right here, and just pop that on my lid and just even out everything. I feel like this is really bright. Hang on, let me turn it down a little. Okay. So you can see, so far so good. This is really going on nicely and blendable. It's very silky. I guess that's what it's described as. Like when I take my fingers like this, it's just very silky. It's not like super drying. It's a little bit dry because it's a matte shade, but it's not anything terrible. Like I have really dry lids, or not, I wouldn't say really dry lids, but they are on the drier side. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. By the way, that shade is Matte Silk, I believe. Oh no, that's just the finish. Okay. I'm going to put this in my crease. Yeah, I really like how these blend. Very pretty. Just kind of doing windshield wiper motions to blend that in. Oh, I have to stretch my back. Feels very tight. Maybe I need to do some yoga. So I'm going to take that lightest shade again and just kind of blend out these edges. Yeah, I just need yoga, maybe some pool time. I did Reiki yesterday, which I love. I'm not actually a certified Reiki master, but I have a friend, a very good friend of mine who does distance Reiki for me. I'm in Florida, she's in Connecticut, and it's just the best. Like, it is absolutely the best. Let me know if you want to know who she is and if you're interested in that type of thing. I also do distance Reiki as well. So I do have like an Instagram page for that. I haven't been like super active with it just because I've been like busy, but I've been doing Reiki since 2017. Okay, so I'm gonna use this darkest, actually, what do I want to do here? I'm gonna use this shade right here. And just keep this in the outer portion of my eye and just kind of create like this little C shape. Per usual. I feel like I do the same looks over and over. I've got some fun looks coming up. There's just been a lot of new makeup coming out, and so I just get really excited and I want to review all of it. So, oops, brought that out a little bit too far. But yeah, like she has some really pretty color stories, like different colorful ones. Like I was saying, like the green and the purple. And so I'm excited to play with those and do like a fun look. This is more of just like a wearable kind of look, which is fine. But I like to mix it up a little bit. Okay, wow. So it's getting a little patchy, this color, just because it's like a darker shade, and my eye just doesn't accept pigment in certain parts of my eye. So I have to kind of manipulate it a little bit. I'm going to go back with my blending brush and just blend this in as much as I can. So usually my unediteds, I don't edit, but I'll do like some. I may not show you the other eye just because it's repetitive, so I might edit that out. But I'll show you the full process of this eye. I guess that's kind of misleading saying it's unedited, right? But you get the point. It's like very detailed, very few edits. Obviously, if I'm having like a coughing attack or there's a fire alarm or something like that, or you just simply don't want to watch me do my other eye when I'm showing you this full detailed process, I think I'll make that judgment call. So I'm going to use the lighter shades. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use these two shades to blend around this darker area here, just to soften those lines. That dark color really got kind of blotchy. So I'm going to use this shade. This is, if you can see it, a molten satin, and I'm going to put that kind of over, oh, excuse me, over the that darker shade, that matte silk. And just kind of use my finger to blend these all together. I think that looks good. I'm going to take a little bit of this darker shade, these two shades, and just put it under my eye on the outer corner. I like to use my finger. I feel like it helps sometimes. Okay. Now for some sparkles. So I want to use this shade here at the top. Looks like that. And I'm going to put that in the center and just mesh that with the other molten satin shade, that darker one. It's almost like a raisin color. And I'm going to take a little bit of this shade right here, which is a little bit more silvery, has more of a white base, I feel like. I'm going to use a brush and put that in the inner corner. Kind of like that. So that it doesn't have like a mirror, which is kind of throwing me off a little, but I understand why it's like clear like this, because if you're a makeup artist, you'll be able to see, you know, the colors that you're using very easily. Yes, I know it's plastic and people have been kind of commenting about that, but it doesn't really bother me too much. As long as the shadows perform, like that's what I care about. Oh, my nose is itchy. I'm going to use my Chantecaille Earth Liner to Tightline. Because I feel like I use that like every time. And then I want to use my Swede Bright Satin Kohl Eyeliner in the bottom lash line. Then I will curl my lashes using my Rephr eyelash curler. And I think a brown mascara will go good with this palette. So I'm going to be using the MAC Stack Chestnut mascara, which looks like this. So I'm just gonna put that on. I think that goes with this color story. So I thought this was going to be a little bit warmer, and I think I could have made it warmer by including more of these like red-brown shades right here, like this one especially. So you can kind of mix and match and get the desired tones that you want out of this, but I do think it kind of leans more neutral to warm. Definitely, yeah. What do you think? I don't know. I have to look at it like once it's fully done and assess. So I think I'm going to do a little tiny bit of mascara on my bottom lash line on the outer part. I'm going to focus that here. I feel like with my eye shape it looks best keeping it on the outer part. And I'll do one more coat of this. I'm going to do my other eye off camera. I know this is unedited, but like I said, it's just going to take so long for you to see that. And let me know if you are interested in just seeing, you know, the whole process. I can do that, but I'll be right back and then we'll continue on. Okay, I'm back. So I just wanted to do the other eye off camera, but it's the same process that I took you through on this eye. So this is the finished eye look. I want to use the Chanel palette here. This is their multi-use eyeshadow and highlighter palette. It's pretty new, and I think I'm going to use these two shades right here and just use that as like a highlighter. So this is like a very subtle kind of lit from within glow that it gives. It's not really noticeable. At least I'm not really seeing a lot. but it looks pretty. Is it worth the money? Probably not. But, you know, I just get sucked in to all these releases and then I have to show you guys. So I'm just taking that up. Yeah, so it's very, very subtle. I don't know if you can even see that on camera. I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of blend out a few areas here. I feel like my face is pale, but I think I might need more blush. So I'm gonna use a little bit more Humor Me blush. Yeah, I definitely feel like I needed just a tad more color. I feel like I was looking a little pale. All right, let me just get a little bit more comfortable here. Ow, I think I pulled my back out. All right, for lips, I'm gonna use the Mob lip liner in M1990. This is what that looks like. I really like Mob Beauty. Have you tried it before? Like, I just think it's like so, I don't know, like innovative and just unique. And I'm going to take the lipstick. This is the matte lip in M154. It has more like a peachy kind of tone, which I feel like goes so well with the eye look. So I'm going to blend this in a little. And then, let's see, I want to take a darker lip liner and just, I think I'm going to take the shade Chestnut from MAC and just add a tiny bit of dimension. Just to deepen this a little bit. It's kind of adding a little bit of a contour and just, yeah, just adding a little bit more dimension. Then I'm going to spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to use my fan. If I use it near the microphone, it will sound like very windy. So I'm just going to take my foundation brush and just pat in very lightly to set everything in. And I think that completes the look. Let me zoom you out so you can see, like with my shirt, because I really tried to match my shirt. But yeah, this is the final look. If you made it this far, you're awesome. And I know maybe I've been a little, I don't know, my little like low energy may not be the best energy, but I'm coming out of it. I am just trying to balance, you know, working my 9 to 5 and doing this, because this is something that, like I said, I need that creativity in my life. So it's crucial that I balance the two, but I'm forever grateful for my full-time job and the stability that it provides. And it just allows me to think critically and just use the left side of my brain. And then this allows me to use my right side. So I'm just really loving the balance, but it is, you know, it is trial and error trying to figure out that balance. So, you know, just trying to prioritize self-care and yada, yada, yada. So anyway, I'm not going to keep blabbing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.